You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse. You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse.
What up, everybody? Motherfuckerettes, welcome to another episode of Pato's Powerhouse. I did not make a favorite tweet podcast this week because, well, quite honestly, nothing. I mean, it's starting to get back to normal, but ever since the Texas incident, I haven't really felt myself, For some reason, we've had other incidents even after the Texas incident, after the Texas shooting. It is fucking unbelievable how much violence, how much things are happening, and something needs to be done, right? But the thing is, nobody wants to do nothing. We have politicians in the pockets of the NRA, which to this day, I don't understand why that is a non-profit, why it qualifies as a non-profit organization. But whatever the fuck. What I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, it's just been that kind of a week, my Twitter timelines, it's still not where it was before, where people were just tweeting bullshit, Now it's like, it's gotten a little bit more political. Of course, I've gotten a little bit more involved too, because we have to do something. I mean, look, most of us have children, or if we don't have children that age, in the same age as the Texas kids, we have grandchildren that are in that age group. And regardless whether we have them or not, no child should be unsafe at school. No child should go to school afraid of getting shot. Anyway, that's just one of the reasons why I didn't do a podcast. But anyway, we will put that aside, and we're going to go into story time.
You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse.
Alright, I told you guys the other day how I got in trouble for getting a hug at a strip club once. Today, I am going to tell you a story about a time when I was working at this place along with my partner in crime, K-Dog. And in this place, well, let's face it, we were security guards in that place. And there was about probably 9 or 10 of us running around this big property. And there was some people on foot, there was some people on golf carts, and there were a few that were riding around in Segways. So one day, I guess K-Dog and this other fellow were walking around behind a building, and they stopped, and for some reason they stopped, and they were looking around, and they looked up a tree, and they were just talking, shooting the shit. Well, you know what people do at work, especially if you've ever worked in the security field and you're walking around with a partner, you're walking around talking shit, or, just talking. Anyway, this kid riding around in the Segway takes notice of them, so he rolls over to where they're at. Now, it's funny because they were just standing there looking up the tree when he rolled around, and he comes around and says, "Hey guys, what are you guys doing?" And of course, they look at each other, and K-Dog turns around and tells them, tells him, we got news that a koala bear escaped from the shelter down the road. So we're looking for the koala. Then he got on his radio and called our base and, basically said his number to base, koala check code 4, basically, Now the person that was running the base or dispatch or whatever the hell you want to call it heard it and without any hesitation just went 10-4. So now that added a little credibility to K-Dog's story. Well, the kid went around on the Segway, rolling around the property, looking up the trees, calling in koala checks all night. They told one of the supervisors, K-Dog and this guy told him what they did. And this supervisor went out and put out a memo and left it in the break room table, saying that a koala escaped from the shelter, blah, 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 gave the information of the shelter, name and everything. Yesterday, they are looking for it. Be careful when dealing with koalas, even though they look cute and cuddly, they are vicious animals. So he left that on the table there. So now, even the supervisor's on board with this, looking for the koala joke. Anyway, 2 weeks went by. This kid was riding around in a Segway doing koala checks. And finally it dawned on him, and he stopped doing it. But the funny thing is that for 2 fucking weeks, he went around looking for a koala and calling in koala checks over the radio. Now, can you imagine how that sounds? Whatever. I can't remember. I'm going to make up a number right now, just because, whatever. But can you imagine going like 111 to a base and then go ahead. No signs of the koala. 10-4. Can you imagine? I'm just saying, that's just one of those things that like I said, it's almost like the time I worked there, like we were working in this sitcom from hell or this, cartoonish world. But anyway, that's the story. Sometimes, you just gotta do koala checks. I don't know. There's no moral to this fucking story. I just wanted to give you a little something because, we didn't do my favorite tweets because, tweets have been a little, like I said, pickings have been slim. Everything is very personal or very political or I don't know. So, it's Friday night, probably Saturday by the time this releases. And, you guys have a good weekend or whenever it is that you are listening to this. I want to thank you all for being there. And let's keep our heads up, let's keep moving forward. Have a wonderful weekend, whatever. And live each day like it's your last one because, it very well could be. Let's do something fun. Let's do something out of the box, out of the ordinary. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look for something because, this work stuff is really getting to me. Thank you for being there for me, motherfuckerettes. Till next time.
You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse.
Otto's Powerhouse is a Podcast Shack production.